Y'all with me? USA, 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 USA. Yeah. So I'll start with the gentleman who only has 4 gold medals, who's the Team USA's not only all-time leading scorer, but he owns so many records in that category. So I have to ask you, KD, what was it like for you to win your 4th gold medal this year?
Yeah, it was incredible, man. I think the team we had was so much fun to be around. You've been around dudes like Ant, Steph, LeBron, AD, the whole crew, man. It was just fun, you know, traveling the world with them, talking life with them, talking basketball. I had a great time.
Ant-Man, you let us know that KD was your favorite player growing up. What was it like for you to team up with the guy that you looked up to? And tell me about that oop that y'all connected on against France. Wasn't that crazy? Did y'all see that?
It was dope, man. I'm not gonna lie. He missed. I don't think he played in any of the like the first 5 games, and his first game back versus whoever we played, Serbia, he was like 8 for 8 in the first half.
Quick. Bucket.
So everything
Bucket.
that I dreamed of playing with him it came true, and then, you know what I mean, he was incredible throughout the whole thing. And you know, winning the goal was super dope, man. Steph put on the show. It was crazy.
He closed the show. So KD, can you give us some insight of what it's like with your teammates at Team USA when you're in the locker room, when you're on the airplane, when you're on the bus? Like, who's the jokester? What are those conversations like? How are you guys interacting?
Yeah, it was fun. We always talked about the season. Ant was probably the biggest jokester in the locker room. He had all the funny sayings that we picked up on. You know, that Atlanta slang was in the locker room heavily.
No doubt.
We just had a great time, man. We talked about everything from, you know, sports to music to what we like to do, what we got in our careers. It was good being around the brightest of the brightest minds in the NBA, some of the most successful dudes in the league. We got some of the youngest and, you know, successful dudes in the league too that was on that team. So I had a great time. I miss it.
So Ant-Man, since I hear you brought the flavor to the locker room, what were you guys listening to? What you listening to on the playlist these days?
Man, KD only want to listen to Drake.
That's his family.
So, you know, I was with him the whole time, so I wouldn't listen to nobody but Drake.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Any gaming? Y'all guys do any gaming?
He's sorry.
Oh, what y'all play? Let's talk about this. What kind of gaming we got going on?
So we're gonna set up the 2K Mad. We ain't played, but it was a lot of trash talking for a month straight about who the best Madden player, 2K, best Call of Duty player. So throughout the season,
we know who the best Call of Duty player is.
I don't know that. I don't know that yet. So once we get on the sticks, pause. We're gonna see who the best is.
Nah, that is funny. Boy, I tell you, can take the hood out of you, can't take you out of the hood.
Never.
So, being back in the United States after winning that gold medal, can you give us a snapshot of what the celebration was like post-game?
After the gold medal, I'm not gonna lie, me and him had a what they call it, a drug test. We had a drug test.
What?
Yeah. We couldn't even really celebrate in the locker room for real, because me, him, and Steph had to take like a drug test or something.
It's only right they gave Steph one. The way he closed that deal. Because that was crazy.
He supposed to got one after the first Serbia game.
Exactly. What is it like as great players in your own right, being on Team USA? You're normally a volume player. You touch the ball every time down on your normal team. But as he mentioned, you come in the game off the bench and you go 8 for 8. Can you enlighten the fans about that level of effectiveness and efficiency and focus that it takes to adopt a new role and come in and be as effective as you were?
Yeah, I give a credit to my teammates. I remember coming in that first game off the bench, and they were always looking for me when I was open. They were cutting for me to get me open shots, you know, so they were threading the needle when they didn't have to, you know, so my teammates did a good job of keeping me involved. We had a nice chemistry in that bench unit once I came back, and we knew how to play off of each other. And, you know, me and Ant coming in, providing that scoring punch, it was easy when we get to shoot all the balls every time we come down. So Coach gave us that leeway, and we was able to come out there and execute. It was games that we kind of bust the game open from off the bench, you know what I mean? So it was fun playing a different role.
For you, Ant, I know it was a unique position because you playing with so many other great players. The balance of when to defer and or when to be aggressive, how did you juggle that?
It just depends on who's on the floor. You know what I mean? If I'm on the floor with Steph, Durant, and KD, I know I gotta defer.
Big dogs,
Yeah.
as you called them.
Yeah, but if like it's just me and KD, I'm gonna defer to him a little bit. But he was giving me the ball, so I was having a great time.
KD, being back in the United States, got a few weeks before the NBA season starts. The world understands for years that you have a tireless work ethic. So what happens for you as it relates to working on your game?
In the world of basketball, there are names that echo through history, and then there are names that redefine it. LeBron James and Stephen Curry, two titans of the game, each with a legacy that stands as a testament to their greatness. But as the seasons roll on, a question lingers in the minds of fans, analysts, and even the players themselves who will be the last man standing in this era of basketball royalty. On one hand, you have LeBron James, a player whose name is synonymous with dominance. A man who has seen and conquered nearly every challenge the NBA has thrown his way. From his early days in Cleveland to his championship runs in Miami and his triumphant return to the Cavaliers, LeBron has cemented himself as one of the greatest to ever grace the court. His move to the Lakers was more than just a transfer, it was a statement. A statement that he wasn't done, that there were more championships to win, more records to break. On the other hand, there's Stephen Curry, the man who changed the game. If LeBron is the symbol of power and versatility, Steph is the embodiment of precision and innovation. With a flick of his wrist, Curry has turned the three-point shot into a weapon of mass destruction. His journey with the Golden State Warriors has been nothing short of revolutionary. Together, they've built a dynasty, and Curry has been at the heart of it, all redefining what it means to be a guard in the NBA. But here we are in the twilight of their careers, where every season, every game, every shot could be the difference between another ring and another missed opportunity. LeBron is still pushing the limits of what's possible for a player his age. He's not just playing, he's dominating, whether it's in the regular season, playoffs, or even the Olympics. His recent MVP title at the Paris Games only solidifies what we already knew: LeBron James is ageless. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry continues to be the maestro of the Warriors, orchestrating plays with the precision of a surgeon. Despite the challenges, injuries, roster changes, and the inevitable march of time, Curry remains a threat from anywhere on the court. His recent Olympic run was a reminder that when it comes to shooting, there's Curry, and then there's everyone else. But as we look to the upcoming NBA season, the question isn't just about what these two can do individually. The real intrigue lies in what they can do together. The idea of LeBron and Steph joining forces isn't just a fan's fantasy, it's a tantalizing possibility. Imagine the synergy: LeBron's court vision paired with Curry's shooting. The very thought of it sends shivers down the spine of anyone who loves this game. Yet, as exciting as it may be, it also raises questions. Would they complement each other, or would their greatness cancel out in the pursuit of the same goal? Would they be able to set aside their individual legacies for the chance to create something truly historic? Or is the weight of their pasts too heavy to allow such a partnership to flourish? We must also consider the reality of the NBA landscape. Both the Lakers and the Warriors have made moves this offseason, but are those moves enough? LeBron and Steph are no longer just players, they are institutions. Teams are built around them, not just for the present, but for the future. But with the future so uncertain, is playing it safe really the best strategy? Or do these teams need to go all in, risking everything for one last run at glory? As the season approaches, the clock is ticking. The Lakers have the pieces, but do they have the resolve? Can they make the necessary adjustments to ensure that LeBron's twilight years are spent lifting another trophy? And what about the Warriors? Can they rebuild quickly enough to give Steph the support he needs to compete at the highest level? As we ponder these questions, the drama unfolds. Every win, every loss, every trade will be scrutinized under the microscope of legacy. For LeBron and Steph, it's not just about adding another ring to their collection, it's about defining how they'll be remembered when the final buzzer sounds. So where does this leave us? In the end, basketball is more than just a game, it's a narrative, a story that evolves with every dribble, every pass, every shot. LeBron James and Stephen Curry have been the protagonists of this era, and as their stories draw closer to their conclusions, the stakes have never been higher. Will they stand alone, or will they stand together? No one knows for sure, but one thing is certain this season, more than any other, will be one to watch. Whether it ends in triumph or heartbreak, the journey of LeBron and Steph will be nothing short of legendary. So as the lights dim and the court is set, we wait with bated breath. Because in the game of basketball, the only thing that's certain is that nothing is certain. And that's what makes it so thrilling.